Hello, everybody. Hello. Gameplay, great. Okay, so let's get up here. Fantastic. Okay, so I've switched the light off by request because people said I might trigger an earthquake or a solar flare or something. So if the democracy in my head wishes to vote for the light, then you can vote for the light to be put back on. That's about the extent of our tech setup here. Hi, girl. Hey, hey. All right. Hotdog Henry's filled with foreboding today. He feels like his crimes are beginning to catch up with him in the surrounding villages and so on. So I'm going to go. I've just checked, and it's quite late in the day. So I'm going to go and have a read and a think, and then we'll have a sleep. But really, we're going to try and cover the remaining time between Hotdog Henry and what he is becoming, which we will discuss. But I fear the first hour of today. I think it's going to be quite brutal. Maybe hour and a half as things catch up to him. So we'll see. He's wanted in a lot of towns now. People are reacting quite badly. I think he needs to improve his reputation a little bit, which might involve bribing everyone in town. I think somebody suggested last time. I think let's go and spend generously maybe in the shops. And Ratai, we do have to ride back to Ledechko. That's on my mind. We're going to discuss that because the democracy seemed a bit torn there. And I want a little bit of a universal response because some people were afraid that mission was going to drag on and kill me over and over again. So we do need to think this through. In the slashing rain. Hey, T. Have a dandelion. Just in case. Oh, someone join us. Hello, Papados. Sounds Greek, maybe. Welcome to Evil Gang, the most toxic brand on the internet. What's Hotdog Henry's attachment style? I think tricky, because I think Martin would probably have made him anxious, and I think his mum would have made him secure. And I think maybe Radzig's influence possibly avoidant. I don't know. Avoidant, wouldn't he be? I mean, he does it. That's the basis of the philosophy of Ziegling is avoidance, I believe. Someone can correct me on the chat who knows more about this, but good day to you too. The Momplex is active. All right. It's not a great day to read, but I'm feeling kind of down. And yeah, it's an ominous day. Look, there's a lightning bolt over there in the distance. I'm a bit worried. Okay, so I've got a good set of fresh nightmares here. So let's do a quick recap about what happened yesterday. So I believe, correct my recollection if it's wrong, but he woke up in the morning filled with thoughts of feminist literature in this kind of sleepwalking state, and wandered into the church and could read all the laws that he'd broken, basically. And as he contemplated these she-warrior kind of saints that may or may not be the matrons, if you like, of the order of the sausage scribes, a vision took hold of him, and he was confronted by a seemingly real woman that God had sent to pray, and he was getting very, very spiritually moved by this, and he kind of wandered off. That kind of confirmed him in his faith, I think, his new kind of feminist dog state. And then I believe he rode to Ledechko, did a little bit of light crime there, punched someone in the head, got driven out of the village, and they wouldn't let him surrender, so he had to leave. And then, if you watch the stream, I didn't know this, but there's a path, and it caught my eye, so we rode back to it, and that led us to this witch who wanted to help this other woman who was troubled by spirits. So we got into this quest, and light crime. I'd describe it as light crime. Yeah, he will be a wet dog. He will be a wet dog after this. But a wet and learned dog, which is maybe the best kind of dog. Anyway, so we went back to the Ledechko, they forgave us because we didn't really do anything wrong. And then wander around, getting the poppies, avoided an ambush there, which was good, I think. And then we had to ride to Sasau. That was a really annoying ride, I have to say. Quite fraught. And there we met Fritz, which was a good thing, and the other guy, I can't remember his name. Someone remind me what the other guy's name is. Fritz is the one I'm fixated on. No, we won't be. We're cemented in this pro-women faith now, I think. Matthew, alright, this guy. He might be in an episode or two of the spin-off, but it's not going to be the Fritz and Matthew show. It's going to be the Fritz and Henry thing. Matthew's going to be a bit of a side character. Yeah, I know, Ledechko to Sasau, it's not good. It's not good to be riding back and forth right there without really any weapon skills. It's kind of nerve-wracking. And the voices in my head in Sasau intensified and started lecturing me on all sorts of, the goons appeared in my head, and he gave the mods a right headache, apparently. So, I don't think we should follow that path again. Yeah, exactly, that path. But we will go back and see what happened with the ghost. I think that's only fair. But I unless people think I should go on this quest, but I feel like it's already stretching the limits of Hotdog Henry. Maybe not Metal Dog Solid. Let's not go down that path again. Yeah, exactly. Let's keep it the clean path today. I'll just take this load though. So good. It's evil. Yes, no, and you know why you heard that as Nettle Dog Solid? Because Nettle Dog Solid has been on my mind. I think it may have emerged from the chat yesterday, I don't know, in some kind of fevered dreams, perhaps. But Nettle Dog Solid does seem to be the name of the next kind of version. The version that we take up to Radzik when all of the stolen equipment is clean. So Nettle Dog Solid, I don't know, we can get a vote on that, maybe there's a better alternative, but Metal Dog Solid because of the metal, but that kind of rhymes with Nettle, doesn't it? Nettle Dog Solid. No, because he'd move beyond Henry at that point. He might come back to Henry, but I think if his name is changing to Nettle Dog Solid, so he'd just be called like Nettle Dog, right? For sure. And then when he does something incredible, people go Nettle Dog Solid, right? That's what I'm thinking. Bit like Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai, right? Nettle Dog. Nettle Dog, Way of the Peasant. Nettle, yeah, Nettle. Nettle Dog Solid is absolutely banging, I think so. But that's not me. That seems to be an evolution of the chat and me. Solid dog. Dog made of nettles. I don't know, the nettles are the things that made him strong, right? The nettles are the things that made him solid. If we keep him with this whole nettle mythos. A fan convention in Russia is going to be tricky at the moment, I'm afraid, but I hear you. Let's hope everything calms down, which is unlikely, but nettle dog solid gone and nettle mog solid. See, yeah, there's a lot we can do with approved. Okay, so you copying the nettle dog solid playthrough? Bonga impact. Yeah, the nettles that made him solid, and picking nettles and only nettles seems to be, unless otherwise commanded, seems to be a recurring thing that he's got. The rain stopped. The rain stopped and the nightmares have stopped. Okay, we'll have a read then, because we've got to get through these books. We'll continue reading the news. Oh wait, we're nearly out of books. We're nearly out of books. You know what that means. Alright, another saint. Is this a woman? Let's find out. Okay, so it's a Bishop Wojtek, known as Aldebert, 982, long time ago. Everyone was not being Christian. And he was going to fight it. And for 5 years did he endeavour to eradicate things like blood feuds, polygamy and Christian slavery. My son, if you're incapable of leading your people, then withdraw and at least try to save yourself. And he wanted to go to Jerusalem, but it's impossible because he was too much bling. So he gave away his bling and secluded himself in a monastery because he couldn't go to Jerusalem. Oh no, the monks are corrupt as well. The monks were corrupt. So he tried to found a pure new monastery. This guy's looking like a bit of a crypto-fascist to me, as well as several others, and invited monks of great morals to them to live and devote themselves. Okay. Horrible catastrophe struck his family. Every last man and child was murdered, and only he escaped. Sounds a bit Jobian. People of evil tongue claim it was the Pshemislid. Is that right? Pshemislid. That did commit this massacre to solidify their power in Bohemia. I've heard about them in other news articles. He offered an adulterous wife asylum, and the disgraced clan. Oh, this is messy. He's getting in a right mess here, Aldebert, in his quest for Christian purity. And set off as a missionary to Prussia. He's not going to make it. Yeah, to fight against the pagans, and they battered him. And then he smashed their temples because they worship trees. Yeah, okay, all right, but like other people worship really ridiculous stuff. Like worshipping trees is kind of sensible. That makes sense, right? It's a rational thing to kind of worship trees. And the trees drank his blood. Okay, the trees are looking demonic here. And it was only Boleslav the Brave who taken the holy remains. Okay, this is a very dark tale about the woods drinking the blood of some Christian fanatic. So that's in Henry's head now, I guess. And I think we've just got the travels of John Mandeville left, so we'll wander up to the pub with that and get some wine, I think. That was not a nice story. I told you today was going to be weird. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should just embrace it, right? Because we could have had a vote on this, actually. I think it's that important. This feels very negative complexy. It's that book's making him afraid of nature and afraid of the woods, which that's wrong for Nettle Dog Henry, who's kind of a bit of a pagan, I feel like, a nettle-based pagan idolater, as well as a proto-feminist. I actually quite love these guys now. I've been living here for a while. She's kind of feeling a bit like a sister. This guy's kind of a weird uncle, weird mafia uncle. Okay, alright, let's ride up to the thing. It's raining again. This is pretty much like the weather in Bohemia at the moment, actually. It's raining an awful lot. No, but British version of this is like much dimmer and greyer and more miserable, and there's no blue. Like weather in Birmingham, you know. And I don't mean that, I'm from there, I did a lot of time. Well, not from Birmingham, but I'm from that area. I know what the sky's like. I don't know, she's giving me, maybe it's these sapphic witches, like, influencing me, but she's giving me, like, she's the she-warrior, you know, I need to protect her, blah, 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 blah. That's how I think he would be processing this. I don't think... I'm trying to be honest to the roleplay. You could tell me if I'm wrong. Hands. I wandered up here. I know, I've got to face you. You don't talk to me at the moment. Okay. I'll have a read near hands. Let him ogle Henry a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking it was the witches' voices in his head. And the witches' voices, by the way, those witches' voices appeared in a previous game, right? And then he encountered a witch in the woods. That's what I'm saying. It's getting a bit weird. Alright. Pork and fine wine for Henry. Thank you very much. And maybe this book. I will buy this book as well. Because I can read. Oh no, all the hair meat's gone bad. We cooked all the hair and that's terrible. That's a terrible waste of hair. And lentil mash. You see, he doesn't need to eat that much. You're worried too much about this. Bag of dried fruit is enough. Just currants. Always keep doing that. Hair meat. If you waste it, it's murder. But if you don't waste it, it's nutrition. Okay, put that one in the logic grinder. Yeah, I think the stew is everywhere. That's almost Marxist, you know, there's like free food everywhere. He can munch on his own flesh. Thank you, Renina. That's a very nice thought. Hi. Ugu. Ugu. I don't think chat's the logic grinder. I think some people in chat are capable of grinding logic. I think that's what it is. Alright, let's drink wine. And eat some pork. Okay, he's got his piggy mode on. The wine's fine. He should be able to handle the wine now. Let's read the other book. And then I think we're going to have to go and embrace this, because I knew the next hour and something was going to be harsh. So I think he needs to go into the woods dramatically in the night, maybe. Searching for something he doesn't know. Maybe the Yowie Cave. Maybe the Yowie Cave. Alright, let's read Tavern Life. It does feel like that. Saying Wednesday I'm in the tavern in the glade, Thursday I'm in the tavern in the glade. So whoever wrote this book is always in the tavern in the glade. And is it Sigismund? Is that Sigismund again? Does he write all the skill books? Sigismund Freud writes all the skill books in case they've all got a little signature on the end. And writes. He's such a good king. Not only is he actually a great king because he looks good and he fights well and he rules well, he's also a very prolific author. I think we should go searching for the Yao Cave, but I think if we go searching for the Yao Cave, it is going to be horrible. But I think if we soak that up, maybe that's the way to soak up the karma in the next hour and a half. Let's get studying. 5 hours. Oh man, I can't be reading here till 1 o'clock. Let's do do 2 hours now. And Hans is just looking at him. You know, Hans is just looking at him. By the way, mentioning Hans, if you are torn between these two streams, go watch Luke. I'm serious, actually. I'm serious. This is going to be a very, like, just wandering in the woods, like screaming into the void and waiting for those objects to clear. Right. I wonder if Hans is still here. No, I think he's gone. Okay. Oh no, there's his horse. There's his horse. Alright, let's go back to the house. Oh my god. Oh my god, Michael Horse. You're the Michaelist of horses, aren't you? God, you're such a Michael. Okay, let's go over here. He's so Michael-y. Do you want to meet Hans's horse?
Hey,
Michael.
hold right there. Show me what you have on you.
No. No.
Yeah.
Do I have anything on me? I might be clean. I've got those shoes. Those shoes are mine now, though, right? Yeah. I've got this pointed yellow hat. Do I want to keep that? No, I'm not really bothered by it. Oh man, I'll keep it on principle. He's running after me into the rain. Daring debonair, there we go. I've stolen the yellow hat. That was the other thing that I was thinking about. The not only does crime pay, but also this perk means that if I want to get a boost, I should just commit a minor crime the moment I get into town and apologise for it, and then I get the daring debonair thing, which is quite a boost. If you hear rustling in the background, that's the Petro cat moving. Is that Hans? Yeah, that's it. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Well, it's one way of doing the grind in Kingdom Come 1 to not get obliterated on hardcore mode by the first gym that you encounter. That's what we're seeking out. Like Metal Dog Solid, right, or Nettle Dog Solid, depending what people decide, is quite a good stealth build now, I think. I don't know if he's always going to be a good stealth build, but it's gonna let him do stuff for a while. Anyway, let's save that. Do we go out into the woods now? Yeah. Metal Dog Solid, Nettle Dog Solid. I think everyone, maybe Nettle spell Netal. In Ratai Trotsky, I don't know, when's that? Yeah, the Petro is revving up. Yeah, Nettle Dog Solid maybe incorporates both. But this is the thing, it should just be Henry Nettle Dog Solid, right? That's like it's a new name, like a like a kind of ancient Celtic name of some form. Wait, where the hell am I? Oh my god, there's some sheep. Okay, my subconscious has brought me up here. Okay, well that's fine, isn't it? Because that's what we intended to do. So the subconscious knows exactly what. In fact, in that moment, the subconscious mind has tied well with the conscious mind. So we're now wandering in the woods, looking for the Yao cave. In a kind of feverish state. So I will check in with chat reasonably closely. But I think this is going to be quite harrowing. Okay, I'm just going to perch on this tree for a minute and read chat. Okay, so I should ditch the torch. Alright, look, if I ditch the torch and we just fall off a cliff, then this was a dream, right? I'm not counting this as a legitimate death. The trees, yeah, that's the thing. Because he's impressionable, it's got into this... Oh, yeah, you're right. These trees drink blood, according to the book. Books are dangerous, gang. Henry's nightmares take the form of whatever he's reading in the books at the moment. But they seem to be playing out immediately in the real world, which is quite strange actually, because I can't control that. So I don't know how I think that's happening by chance. But yesterday we talked about the feminist literature and he went wandering in church and saw this woman praying, and then today we read this book about the trees drinking people's blood, and we woke up next to the forest. So the subconscious already took him into his fear. Yeah, I know. Look, I know. You can argue that. I mean, is it self-fulfilled? I don't know. There we go, that's weird, that's cool. Alright, look at that everybody, that's a really good point. Maybe put that up again. That's a really good point. Is that true? Or are you just messing with me? Did the trees eat him because he was reading from books? Oh, because books are made of paper? That's a very strange connection. So are books the... Is that torch? It's true. No, that's strange. There's something about playing Kingdom Come quite slowly, though, where you... the first time St. Aldebert goes... Okay, this is a new thing. The mods have put something up there for everyone.
Show what you're made of.
Oh my god, I knew! That's the voice of the trees. Oh, man.
Come here.
That's Mark Cram as well. Oh, man. What was that? Oh my god. Oh, that just gave me a heart attack. That just gave me a heart attack. Ugh. Okay, I need to cool off. What was that? What would Henry think that was? It was definitely Mark Cram.
That sound?
Yeah, I know there was a sound. That was me, like, crapping it. I was chased by the race of the forest for murdering those hares. I don't know if he'd do that connection. What is a good thing it wasn't Jim. I can't fight. I can't fight in the dark. The voices of blood-drinking trees. That's... No, we're not going to do that. Alright. Ugh. Is that enough? Is that enough fear? Do those random wake-ups put you near ambushes and stuff then? On purpose? That's such a good drink. I think I might have an axe. I have an axe. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I kind of feel like I have faced my fear, by the way, so this might be gratuitous overkill. What do you think? We just go back and sleep? Equip the axe. This is the voice in my head. Equip the axe. Fight the trees. I can't even get it back. How do you even get up here? Okay, this might be it. I'm seeing strange things as interconnected now, which is I've fallen again. Maybe it doesn't want me to attack it. Struggling to attack this tree. Kingdom Come doesn't have ents in it or something like that, does it? I haven't actually swung a weapon yet. Ooh. The axe is equipped. Aha! I don't know, voices. This doesn't seem to be doing much. Okay, so the voices were up there, right? Oh my god. Okay, so the conclusion then is that because I have an axe, I can fight trees. And these voices that we heard up here were the voices of tree spirits. I think the Sigismund Freud propaganda in the printed literature is having an influence on Henry, but I know it's kind of canon for Henry to be pro Václav, right? Last time these tree spirits came at him in the dark. I've got that bow. Axe swinging nettle dog solid. I don't know if I'm brave enough to put the torch out again. If you're late to the chat, Henry read a book that filled his mind with fear of the trees. So he decided to face the fear and go wandering in the night. Previously in the dark, but... Okay. See if these guys come out here. No, they're not going, are they? I don't think I can take random bandits because I haven't had any basic sword fighting training. That's just going to get me killed. He can't face his fear. Alright, he can't face his fear then. That means that he's now afraid of trees. Right? Until we somehow defeat this book spirit. Oh no. That's a fail. Going home with his hot dog tucked between his legs. Oh man, that's graphic. Yeah, I think so. He hasn't died yet, he hasn't killed anyone. I don't really want to, like... It's a bandit, right? But Henry doesn't know that. It's not a gym. No, I've just got an axe. I can't get him out of the bow. I can't see him if I don't have the torch. It's just, no. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to soak that up for the role-playing then. He's a bit afraid of trees. He's wary of trees now until something happens and he clears that. Which I know is not the line we wanted him to go in because he's quite pro-nettles. So we were hoping, I think, that he was going to become kind of... ecologically minded, but see the nettles are friendly. I mean, if Nettle Dog Solid ended up in a war against the trees, would it be not an anti-nature thing because he just wants more space for nettles to flourish? Maybe he's like clearing land. And the trees kind of oppress the nettles in many ways. If the trees weren't there, would the nettles just grow like gigantically, you know? There'd be like whole forests of giant nettles. Alright, that's what we're going to go to sleep with because we do need to pull all this together into Nettle Dog Solid. I'm pro fields, yeah, I'm pro fields, that's a good point. Pro fields, pro nettles. The Russian gang is going to send me a package with letters and gifts. That fills me with excitement or dread. The nettles are there because dogs pee on the trees and make nitrogen-rich soil. Okay, so there's a connection between the nettles and the dogs. A crime arc where actual bandits frighten him solid. Yeah, but look, you don't know what's coming. Don't judge Nettle Dog Solid so quickly, right? There's a lot of important work has been done on this character. Look, right, they're the nightmares. They're the nightmares that are crippling me. Otherwise, although, no, I haven't advanced my stats much at all, I have to say. But the skills are good. Look, Herbalism 7, Horsemanship 7, Lockpicking 11, Stealth 11. We're good. Time's not been wasted. We'll get to the bandits. Alright, let's go and check in on the Widow then. Yeah, I could have done a logical hardcore playthrough. All right, and I'm assuming I don't know exactly who I'm talking to because I'm just glancing at the chat, but I'm assuming that's one that's got a kind of efficient play style. I'm wondering whether that bridge on the other side is a safer way to go. And it would be that you know the game so well that you can stack up the quests in such a way that you don't have to waste much time riding back and forth, right? And you can super build the character. Oh god. kind of quickly. But I didn't want to do that. I'm kind of enjoying taking my time, and it's revealing things to me in this game that I hadn't noticed before. And I think if I was playing it, by myself, yeah, they're always there. Those guys, they're always there. Bastards, absolute bastards. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go and check in on this woman because it's what Hotdog Henry would do. But then if she sends me on some wacky quest to Scallis or the other side of the map or something, then we're going to have a serious discussion about whether this guy can handle that. I do. I have a lot of stuff to sell back in the box. I didn't read the thing properly. Was someone trying to explain that this wasn't efficient, or that I'm just a coward? I couldn't tell. Subvices. Wait, hang on. Is this turning into a lecture in hubris? Hang on. There are guys actually chasing me now. So what? I know it's not efficient. If I was playing by myself, I might play it more efficiently, but I'm not. I'm just like exploring the game. Degree to min-max. He's not like super min-max, but this is hardcore. What do you want me to do? Just get killed over and over again by wild gyms? Would that amuse you? Is that what you want? I like efficiency. Look, I'll play a strategy game for you. I'll be super efficient. If that's what you like, I can be efficient. Yeah, I know. No, I know. But you guys were espousing the virtues of democracy endlessly to me for the past few months, so I'm going to listen to the people. Okay, what would I like? I do like. I like really good vodka. I do like really good vodka. That's something that I am a fan of. I don't drink it so much anymore because the Moravian connection is taken over, and so it's a lot of schnapps, Slivovica, Japlovica, Morunkovica, all this, and it's very, very good. They make it very good, so it's kind of moved vodka down the drinks hierarchy. But I used to love vodka. However, my favourite vodka is probably Grey Goose. I don't know whether that is an insult to say that. So maybe you can educate me and this side of the evil gang on which vodka I should get. Right. She's the butcher. I like... That is an insult. Yeah, okay, sorry. Maybe I don't know. If I told you what my favourite Russian vodka was, you'd laugh at me as well. Because I don't know.
As if we hadn't enough trouble without this.
Wait, I'm here to help you.
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh,
First the
you're
woke,
here,
then
are you?
Russia.
You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit
Polish
was
vodka.
just the same as before.
I know
And
the.
sleep
Is
away.
it the Beluga?
So
Is
you're saying I
that
won't
that
get my
Polish?
reward?
You
It's
get
all right.
paid
I think
for
I prefer
results,
the
my
Grey
dear,
Goose
and I
those.
haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' love doesn't help.
Stolognaia is good.
Go
Stolognaia is
and
good.
see
Yeah.
Apothecary Koniash in Ratai. I hear
And I had some great
all the
Crown. Is it Crown vodka from Russia? Zubrowka is Polish. Yeah, no, I do like vodka though. Please, if you're from a vodka drinking country, vodka is welcome. Wait. In Ratai, that's fine. Offer her a sleeping potion. Yeah, I can do that. That's not, it's not a problem.
I'll go and see the apothecary.
It's not a problem.
Hopefully we'll come up with something that works.
Is this an alchemy thing? Is this a trick to get me into alchemy? Ugh. This quest is so long. Offer a sleeping potion, choke her out. Yeah, and that'll end her nightmares. I quieten her sleep. Yeah, well, this was an experiment with a certain type of theatre combined with role-playing, so I think you'll see something which approximates a pilot from us. And but it was very funny. It's very funny. They're all very talented. You'll enjoy it. I'm kind of like the Greg Proops of... No, I'm not, no. Yeah, give me recommendations. I might not be able to read them now, but I will read the chat afterwards, and I'll scan through it. Let's keep moving though. But Rat Eye's not fully toast. To that, I'm hearing it at very different.
Is he here
times.
again?
Is that me?
Clear off. I don't want to talk to you.
No. He doesn't want to talk. Sounds like he has my voice though. Alright. No, I think we're just going to go back to Ratai. I'll just go the other way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just catching up. Is that the right way?
Yeah.
How do I even know where I am? I'm familiar with these lands. We've ridden up and down here quite a lot. Although I think I'm taking the high road this time. There's a low road. Amaretto and Coke is nice. But I used to drink whiskey when I was younger, but it always made me evil, and that was probably because of the gluten intolerance at the time, I would think. But I had to ditch the whiskey. I didn't drink it for very long before everybody realised that I was a poisonous dwarf if you fuel me with whiskey, and. Yeah, so I moved to vodka. I find vodka, ice cold vodka is a very, very nice drink. And then there's some strange, I don't know what order this happens in, but you have to like have a hot vodka, have a cold vodka, have a vodka with a pickle, and then jump in the snow and have a vodka. Am I remembering that right? Yeah, so don't buy me whiskey. Warm vodka, isn't it? There's some kind of vodka with a coffee, isn't there? You have to do a vodka with this, a vodka with that, a vodka with this, and then a vodka and jump in the snow. A vodka with a pickle, jump in the snow. Yes. This is a Russian thing, or is it a Slavic thing? Now, don't ever drink Coke. Don't ever drink Coke. This is far superior drink. I don't even know why Coke is everywhere. It doesn't make any sense to me. Kofolov with cheap, yeah, Bosch Kofola. We call that Bosch Kofola. It's a Russian thing. Yeah. We're going to go and see the alchemist, aren't we? Okay. Well, actually, maybe... I think I want to raise some funds. I think we've got a lot of stuff in the box. Let's take this time to shift the stuff. I don't think Coke is a good drink. I don't think Fanta is a good drink, really, or Sprite. I think they are sugary or filled with a replacement sugar, and also they fill you up with gas, so it doesn't really feel like you're drinking as much as you are breathing some kind of toxic gas. I mean, if you think otherwise, tell me. Right. Okay, so we're going to sell everything now. We'll keep that. Oh no, I'm putting it in the wrong box. All right, okay, so this. Yeah, I'm running out of money. I'm kind of wanting to keep that for a while. I think that could be kind of a good look later on. That I think we can shift. This I want to keep. This I want to keep. I think the elongated mail can go. Keep that. I think that's part of the mega hot dog outfit as well. The next level up in the hot dog order. I think. Get rid of this. Can't wield that. Another one of those. Can get rid of these. Just keeping that. I'm gonna keep that, I think. But we'll see if it's clear yet. I don't think it is though. I don't even know how many days we've been in the game. Reliable blade feels like it's wieldable. One of these we're keeping. So I've got quite a lot of stuff, you see. I think we can get on money. I think we keep that. Alright. Whiskey took out the other 4 Logan Hilliers. No, Coke Zero, no. Oh, God. When I was in America, they'd invented this. I lived in America for a while, and while I was there, I think pretty much when I was arrived, there was a new molecule on the scene in crisps, and it was advertised as a new molecule that you couldn't digest. Therefore, it would lower the fat. So people were eating this new molecule, and at the time, I guess anything that had a molecule in it must be good, but I can't even remember the name of the molecule now, but I was very worried by that. And then you've got that whole thing with the Americans eating that the yoga mat filling. Did you hear about that? That's when you're like, oh, thank God I'm in Europe. It's a bulking agent in Subways. I don't know if it's there anymore, but it was there for a long time. But it's the same stuff they put in yoga mats, apparently.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
Yeah, microplastics. With added microplastics.
What we can do about that.
Yeah, Subway bread. No. I mean, but it isn't the same in the EU. That's the thing. It's different. They actually have different rules, so... Right, that's going to go. This is going to go. We're going to make a lot of money here. We have to keep that for now. That's going to go. It's not his colour. Yeah, if he was a goon, but he's not. He's a king. Let's go, let's go. significant pillage. We're going. This is several days of pillaging, I think. That I think we're going to keep. This we could lose. Let's maybe get rid of that. No. This I think maybe we keep as a different sausage option. I think, and that's not stolen anymore. That's important. Okay, so maybe we can do a small upgrade now. I kind of like the coloured hood thing, so we'll lose the red hood. And we can't wield a sword. No. 8. Okay, that's gone. Shields, no, they're very incriminating anyway. I think we want some of these, yeah. The red ones. That will shift, which means we've got one of them free now. That... Is that better hot dog colour? Yeah, maybe. Okay, we'll keep that. That's silly. Okay, Brooks gone. Yeah, let's get rid of that anyway. Okay. And do we have enough lockpicks now we're here? Sorry, I'll get back to you in a moment. I'm just locked in. We've only got 2 lockpicks left. Let's get some more lockpicks.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
Metal
right.
solid.
Let's see what we can do about that. Take care.
White wine. White wine is the number 1. Buy. Give me 10 of your finest lockpicks. Yuck. Man, you're kidding me. You're like a weird uncle to me. Look at what he's charging me, this weird uncle, for like 10 pieces of metal. It's tiny pieces of metal. No. Alright. Let's see what else is stolen still. I'm a white winer, yeah. I'm definitely a white winer. Okay, so that's still stolen. What about the brigandine? Where's the brigandine? Look, a lot of this stuff... Well, actually, let's take that out of the box. He might be ready. Let's go check it out. Well, check it out from here. Hang on. No, the Brigandine and the Nuremberg Cuirass are still there. The Red Chaperon's still out, and the Saxon Gauntlets are still out. I'm excited though. Maybe it's time. Okay, you going back. Okay, we can't actually wear the stuff because we're not strong enough. But let's go and have a look out in the light. And we'll show off. We'll kind of like swap clothes in front of Teresa here. Well, I also like to drink white wine because you can mix it with water and it's still nice. I get too drunk too quick on red wine. Alright, let's have a look. So that was the movement towards Nettle Dog Solid, but maybe we can go with that now. I don't know. That's good. What about that and this? That's more hot doggy. Let's change. That feels like he's got. That's more of a, you know, like a what would you call it on a hot dog? I don't know. It's not a body of the hot dog. It's the whole thing is body. I quite like that. It's elongated, right? That's a bit more chavvy, but it's yeah. That one. I'm thinking that's already a choice, so we can lose that. Which looks better with the... No, I quite like that. This is a slightly lighter colour for the hot dog, yeah. So that can go. These we were going to have, yeah. And they're wearable, good, alright. So this remaining stuff can be sold. Yeah, I think you're going Black Paw Point. I think he's evolving. But I might not be able to wear it. I might not be able to wear
lad,
it.
Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
Not particularly.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. Good luck then.
Okay. Sorry, this process had to happen because we had a lot of stuff. We've been thieving a lot and putting in the magic box, so we haven't done much inventory sorting yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Go and finish those books. We can shift them. This we will sell now. And the male coif. He's wearing. Great. Spiked clubs, they can go. Get rid of the maybe try and find a sword, go and buy a sword that we can wield. Okay, let's go and we can move now. We got stuff. Alright, I think people are going to be happy with that for now, and we'll get the other bit of armour on when it's clean. So let's go and finish these books and visit the alchemist. Okay, alright, see, it's evolving.
Yeah.
This is not, don't take from the chat today that you should start a drinking habit. But, you know, shop around. If you are going to get a drinking habit, then there are... Okay. What?
Got you. And now I'll
Mark
fix
Cram
you
again.
good and proper. You'll soon learn what justice means. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Yeah, yesterday, God knows what was going on, and today,
Oh well, what can I do?
it's just vodka.
Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
Look, the best drinking kind of culture is in the Mediterranean. That's how you should drink. Like Northern Europeans drink in a very, very savage way, and Americans as well often. And it's not healthy. Binge drinking is really, really bad. So don't be encouraged to that. But having a glass or two of white wine with some seafood in the evening in Greece is very, very nice. Do that. No, I don't think it does. I'm just like aware that the chat might be just full of like people going drinking because I wasn't paying attention. 5 cups of wine, it was fun, yeah.
Get out of here!
Come on, man. 210. Alright, look, we need to settle our debts. That's fine. It's fine. Relax, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what happened before. Give me some pork and some wine. Okay. Right. Drink. Eat. And read. Okay, this is another book on how to become more like Sigmund Freud. Who is amazing at everything. Sambuca's good. This is why you sit in a circle with sambucas and then somebody dips in the finger and sets their finger on fire, and then everybody sets it on fire with flaming fingers. That's a bit of a drinking game. Right, so that's done. Let's read another bit of the news. India. Okay, so this is a whole new realm.
What's he doing here?
I paid the thing. In India, there are many different kingdoms, strange people and animals. Yep. River Indus. Okay. 30 feet long eels. Guys, this is a bit like a section from Marco Polo, isn't it? Kind of true, though. No iron or other metal is allowed, for in the land are many magnetic rocks, and therefore if a ship hath such metals on it, it would be drawn onto the cliffs and everyone would die. Okay, so I've suddenly put metal on my body, and now this book is telling me that metal might kill me in India? Okay, this is a bit strange, but it does remind me of Marco Polo's adventures, and he did this kind of like travel guide in the 1400s or something, or maybe even earlier, 12. Yeah, maybe 12. I don't know. Someone can check me on that. But it's basically a description of all of these different lands in Asia, and it describes the local kind of traditions and customs of these regions. I don't know how accurate it is, right? Because a lot of this kind of old travel blogging was a bit used imagination, right? But he does say about every kingdom at the end of each chapter on each like land, it says this realm is subject to the Great Khan, and he gets right to the end of the book, and then it describes Nippon or Japan, and then it says at the end of the Japanese section, this land is not subject to the rule of the Great Khan, and that's the end. They are funny. I like the ancient ones as well. The ancient like travel guides. I can't remember. Was it Herodotus who did that? Was that a Herodotus book? With Ukraine was full of bees. Wasn't Ukraine full of giant bees or something and she warriors? I don't know. There's a lot of historians in chat, so they can correct me. Yeah, Ukraine is full of giant bees. It literally says something like that. And then it describes these mad temples. Right, it's this guy.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm healthy again, I think.
Feeling as good as new.
I'm glad to hear it.
Do you know anything
Metal
about
Dog
getting
Solid.
rid of wandering souls?
The restless dead. I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know.
I think all
accuse
this
the past.
magic and spirit stuff is messing his mind up.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Seems reasonable.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not doing an alchemy
So what
side
exactly
quest
do you
guide
need?
for
To
feminism.
help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now,
But this will
is
teach me how to
interesting.
poison people?
Revenants,
Is that what you're
spectral
telling me?
Beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave.
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To
This
put
is
it
Hotdog
vulgarly-
Henry. He's growing on
To
everyone.
put it vulgarly, but there are spells that
Hardcore
can banish
Hotdog
souls
Henry.
back to the realm of the beyond.
I don't have against alchemy. It's just it's like even more slow.
Spells.
I'm doing the
I'd like
stealth.
to learn at least one, but the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
I went to
Spells
Sasau
forbidden.
already. I already
A
have
book
committed
that's
to it.
erratic,
Do I have to go
kept
back?
under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomicon.
What the fuck?
Do
Really?
you need to know any more?
What? The Necronomicon. Oh. Oh man. This is not supposed to be a Lovecraftian. This was not supposed to be a Lovecraftian thing. Kingdom Come. You promised me on the box. You said this is not Lovecraftian. Oh man, Dagon's gonna get involved. Metal Dog Henry is gonna spawn some kind of tentacles. Necromancy. Oh god. It's a Necronomicon! Evil Dead.
Do you want me to steal the book?
Alright, if it's crimes
If you want
involved.
to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice.
Steal the
When you
Necronomicon.
bring
This
it
feels
back,
like a very high level
cast the
chest.
spell together, since you don't know Latin.
I have to steal it from a monastery. Okay, well I don't have a particular position on monks at the
Fine.
moment.
I'll bring the book.
Maybe I think monks are
You'll
kind of
find it
like
in the
weird
monastery
crypto-fascist thing from that book.
But it won't be
But
easy
then-
to get in.
The tree spirits drink blood.
I don't know of anyone who was able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
There's a wild gym in the Necronomicon because I can't fight. Where's the Necronomicon? The monastery. Ah, because it's the, okay. Sorry, I missed that because I was reading you guys. All right. Well, I mean, stealing a book is not a problem for Hotdog Henry. I don't think that's fine. What time is it? I can go do that, can't I? Oh, it's 6 o'clock. All right, well, I can do that tomorrow. And we're getting close to the armor being finished, I think. Do I have any more books to read? That I can't read, that I can't read. Tavern Life I've read, that I've read. I don't have any more books. Anyone sells books in here? Does he sell books? Again?
What?
For security reasons.
Mark Cram, get something else going on in your life.
Come on then.
All's well. Mind how you go.
Wait, I was going to go and get books, wasn't I? Yeah, see you in 3 minutes. No, don't worry. Everyone's finding their what's tolerable in the chat. Don't worry. Happy poopings, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the plan. I think I'm going to sleep again until the night. I'm going to go and try and face my fears again in the woods. Maybe a different wood. And then I'll ride to Sasau and steal the Necronomicon. This seems improbable. For Hotdog Henry, Metal Dog Solid here. That feels like that's a very high level quest. probably going to require saviour schnapps, which I have one. But I can wear this. What we currently have, I am strong enough to wear it, so that's quite good. That's like a pretty good evolution. I've got a bow, which I can't really use, but... Oh, you know what I do want, though? No, I haven't been led to that yet. Alright, let's sleep, reset the nightmares. Maybe instead we ride to Sasau in the dark. How about that? Let's do that to face the dreams. We'll ride to Sasau in the early morning. I don't need anything else before I go, do I? Go like this, yeah. Henry cannot fight. This Henry literally cannot fight. Beyond those people that he murdered in Skalitz who were looting the dead bodies, he hasn't killed anyone, and he also hasn't died. So I don't really want to take risks. So if there's a fight in this for the Necronomicon, you should tell me. If I can't do it without fighting. If I can do it without fighting, then I'll try. So we're going to go the safe way to Ledechko. Yeah, glory to the mods. You're doing great. You're doing great. Don't get upset, anyone. It's okay. Oh, look, we're all here to have fun. All right. Yeah. Well, no, that's a good theory. That was feeling a bit Lovecraftian before being told to find the Necronomicon. That whole... No way is this guy friendly. He's just waiting in the road in a robe. Oh, man. I can't take the saviour schnapps here. No, sorry, mate. I'm going to go by.
Contest?
Okay, run him over, shoot him. No, we're just going to run away. Sorry. I'm not taking a risk. I don't want to die. Do you ever play those games in ultra hardcore where you have to, like, you've only got one life, and if you die, you have to, like, uninstall the game? Well, I'm not at that, but I kind of want it to be as committed as possible, so... If I wouldn't take the risk in my life, then I'm not going to take the risk with Hotdog Henry. In the middle of the night, in a hooded robe, while surrounded by evil blood-drinking tree spirits. Yeah, permadeath. We're okay here, aren't we? Everyone's cool here, yeah. This is a nice night ride. Cops are about. I feel safe. I feel safe around the cops because I know that they are pretty cheap to buy. But since we're here and we've got all these mega perks, did we... There's a lot of guards in the Ledechko actually. No, let's leave it.
Yeah.
Evening. I'm not turning on the lights. This is about facing my fear of the tree spirits. I'm so good with directions, it's scary. Really? That's nice. He says as he rides up the road. Back on the path, okay. It's quite difficult to see the path here. I think it's through here. No. This is quite prime kind of mugging spot though. Oh, this is looking pretty scary. All these trees drink blood, apparently. Ooh! So which way was I supposed to come? Probably from that way. Okay. I'm gonna need a torch. Cannot see the path. This is the path, right? That's why I got lost, look at that. But I think I'm going the wrong way. I think that's back along the path. No, I'm definitely getting lost. Okay. Okay, well he's facing his fears at least a little bit. Yeah, because I can't play Henry who's afraid of trees. Okay. That sounds like water over there. Then you have to go down that bit to the little sawmill. Oh, maybe they've got work for Fritz, actually. Okay, we're getting off the horse. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. No, I am completely lost. So the ditch go. Fucking sat out. Okay, alright. Why is this interesting? Why is this interesting? Okay, sun's coming up. So I must have kind of read, yeah, I've kind of gone down to here, haven't I? I've missed it. Is there a river crossing? I mean, that's the interesting site I'm at. Is there a river crossing around here? That looks like a river crossing. It's interesting because the view is nice. Yeah, sorry about that. The demand for efficiency in my play style was fruitless. What can you do at the fishing spots? You always find these fishing spots, but they literally just helpful like map markers. Yeah, so that's the fishing spot. So can we just go, can we scramble straight up here, or is this going to be a cliff? So the fishing spot is behind us, so we want to go right. And then just scramble up that hill if possible. Or we ride. We ride along that cliff and around. So we're going... God, it must be possible, right? It's more tree dwelling though. Not sure about these trees. Can I scramble up that? No, that's looking too fierce. Okay. Sounds like someone called to me there. Okay, alright, we ride.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're going to steal the neck. Whoa! Okay, okay. That's Cumans. That's Cumans.
Yeah.
Okay, the Necronomicon trip just got a little bit riskier.
Yeah.
Okay, we're through it. This dude. You're lucky. Loot them afterwards, yeah, I know, but they're yeah, I've done that before in games, but and it's good, but it's a bit risky. Honestly, that's not a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Right, I'm on the wrong side of the river, so I need to go over the river here. Right. No, it's up this way to Sasau, isn't it? I'm freaking out now. Alright. You have to take a right at the mill. Right, yeah, right at the mill.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I've already got money, I've already got the stuff, I'm just waiting for it to cool down. I can kind of, I don't need to take the risk right now. I kind of just need to get that armor finished off, and then I will carry on with the main quest. This is, and we've not died yet. I'm really happy. Aren't you happy? Do you want to see him die over and over again?
Yeah.
I'm happy for Hotdog Henry. I think he's doing well. And we evolved to that. Like, one of the reasons why he died is because he was getting ambushed. So we've evolved to that by watching the road for ambushes, which is what you would do if you were trying to survive. I'm happy when we can play efficiently.
Yeah.
Happiest. Okay, Necronomicon. Monastery. Okay, room.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of like milling around like zombies. Oh, it's early in the morning, isn't it? Okay, I'll wait. Alright, check in with the chat. Sorry, everybody. But what happened there is he faced some of his fear of the fear of tree spirits that had been put into his head by that book, and I feel more comfortable now about the trees not all being blood drinking. You'll need lockpicks for short and quiet clothes. This part is quite tough. Permadeath, no hit, 100%. I do like sweets. Yeah, I will take the armour off and the spurs. Let's lose the spurs now. Yeah, this is fine. We'll use a bow. We need that really quick. We'll use the van braces. I should be able to pick the lock, right? Yeah, I know. Somebody needs to remind me about that. Maybe Helena. Your official job, if you're there, Helena, is to remind me about spurs. I don't know. It's very hard. My cat is committing murder. Okay, you're talking all this. Okay. Alright, we wait. I don't have anything to read, do I? Maybe this. No. Which means I'm not level 3 at sneaking yet, which doesn't fill me with hope. Okay. We wait. You're just dancing, let's turn it up. That one is for speech. Actually, what happened with history is I've always been interested in history. I did well at school, but you don't learn much history in the UK. You learn like topics and you learn like history skills, but you don't learn like a massive body of historical knowledge like you do in Europe. And I had a bit from reading encyclopedias and playing Civilization and stuff like that, but I didn't know enough about the history of this part of the world. I still don't, but I know more. And one of the things that made me study history was to get a better perspective of the Slavic history and their position on different, like Slavic leaders, because you learn a very strange history of World War II in the UK, where you kind of see the whole of the USSR as just Russia rather than the USSR, and then you kind of go, oh well, 20 million Russians died, and of course it's more complicated than that. There were all sorts of different nationalities and ethnicities involved in that. And there's a good book on the kind of brutal history in Second World War about that, which is very kind of maths-based investigation, very statistical investigation, called Bloodlands. But my favourite book for increasing knowledge was Europe, a History, which I really enjoyed. Although some people think the author is maybe slightly right-wing, I don't know, he's pretty centre. But it's a very good book. It's got like topics, and it really changed my view of Europe, definitely, as it exists. Right. Anyway, go and rob the Necronomicon, right? But we're going to get a room. That's what we're going to do. See, whenever you distract me with philosophical things, I'm going to start picking nettles, and I forget what I'm doing. Can someone give me a room? Oh God, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in the Czech Republic and everyone is drunk. Yeah, can you give me a room?
How are you?
Fine. Oh, save your shanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yes, 2 of them, please. And then...
Have you got a bed for the night?
His eyes are looking a bit Lovecraftian there. They're looking a bit dead and...
For how long?
Dead and possessed. Look at that. I don't know if this Lovecraftian influence is healthy for Henry.
Sure, but Grushin first.
Okay, so I wanted to
These
ask
are
about that.
first
So yeah, he's got that psycho. Look at that. Look at that. Those eyes are not healthy. They could be the eyes of a man who It has pretensions to being Doctor Sleep, though, for sure.
You've got it all to yourself.
Yeah,
No
day
one
drinking.
wants you.
Day drinking.
Sure. Farewell.
I can't day drink because I've just not got the head for alcohol. But it is a pastime here. People do like to do it. It's okay if you're eating. It's okay if you're eating and you're drinking a little bit of the schnapps. That's all right. But drinking wine at 12 o'clock, no, that's not going to work for me. I'm worried that we're resetting the nightmares here before we attempt the Necronomicon, but I guess we do that. No, it's pretty grim. The weather's pretty grim here again. That's why I've been playing so much Kingdom Come. Yeah, right. I'll take your advice. Thank you. It's kind of pointless putting it on, but alright. I assume there's no fight. Is that enough? It's a strange noise.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a joke, I feel like if this is actually the Necronomicon, then yeah, this might be a quest level too hard for Henry, Dog Henry. So they just told me it's at the monastery somewhere. Oh my god, who's this guy? Looks like a monk. Can you give me any more information? Where's the library?
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy?
Oh man, Hotdog Henry's not looking good in the rain.
Benedict.
I think that death in his eyes, he really needs to move beyond to become Nettle Dog Solid.
Take care now.
Thank you.
And now he's going to die from pneumonia and starvation.
Oh my god.
Look, we're doing the best we can.
Oh, it's Peter Hosking.
I bid you good.
There's all these dying people here. I am not an... Oh my god, no. No, that is not the neutral evil thing to do, I'm sorry. I'm assuming the library itself is not locked. Yeah, it's literally raining here, right? Oh, it's grey. I'm actually going to England hoping the weather will be better, which is a scary place to be. Oh, hello. Now let's see if that guy comes in here first, but there's no one about, right? New books. They just leave that open? What? Oh jeez, okay, didn't see me, didn't see me. Yeah, I'm not feeling bad about this, by the way, because I'm not sure what I think about monks yet. Did I just accidentally steal the Necronomicon? God, I'm going on a ride spree. Do I need help for this, or am I going to find it? The weather in Tokyo. There you go. I knew you were Japanese. I knew, or you're living in Japan. Seriously, are you people living in Japan? Like, no, we just know Japanese because it's the internet culture. No, actually from Japan. What am I even opening here? Okay, the monks are singing disapprovingly. Oh, very hard. Is there Necronomicon in there? Do I have to choke a monk out? Is that how today is going? Greece doesn't count as Japan. Doors wide open, Henry. You're getting cocky. That was the hard lock. Hard lock on nothing? Wait, have I just wandered into the head prelate's... Okay.
What the hell was that?
Oh, shit.
You don't belong here. Leave right now.
I will. That looked like another chest, though. I'm properly trespassing.
Come on.
You aren't allowed here. Easy way, we'll make sure you leave the hard way.
I can't leave. God.
Don't move a finger.
Oh,
You've
dear.
been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. It's jail for you. And I hope you rot there.
No. No. I'm not going to flee.
Oh, come on, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm going to
You know I'm in the
prison.
service of
Oh,
society,
no.
don't you?
What of it? The law applies to everyone.
Oh, it's fair.
Put me in jail then.
Get moving.
I definitely do
hope
not
you
like
rot there.
clerics now. Alright, look. Although this is bad, it's not a long time in jail anyway. Although this is bad, it means the other stuff will probably be clean by now. I don't know if we're going to find the Necronomicon today. No, because he was locked in the middle of a labyrinth of tunnels. I had no idea where he was.
I didn't have time to teach you.
It's Kurt Matthew again.
Next time you won't be so lucky.
That's the psychic cop. Ugh. That's where I was. Okay, how to get out? Ugh, grim. Ugh, grim. Where's my daring do? That was kind of humiliating. I don't like monks. I do not like monks. He won't have the Necronomicon, but he will have books. No. Ugh. Ugh. What time is it? Can someone tell me what time it is? I don't have my phone by me. What time is it in Prague right now? What day is it? It's probably a good thing to tell me as well. It's 2:45. Alright, so I've got 45... 140... Wait. 2:45, right. I've got 45 minutes. Okay. Alright, so even though we served a bit of jail time, that's bad. We do have this perk which gives us a boost, I think. Or no, reduces the time that it lasts. I knew something like this was going to happen to Henry today. It's okay. He's been inside before. That was one day. It's not going to mess him up like it did last time. I think we just go straight back. Does it save when you're jailed? Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. I'm fulfilling the stereotype here. I don't know what day it is. And also, my sense of time has been distorted by Evil Gang, so you can blame Evil Gang if you want. I regularly blame Evil Gang. I have a save your schnaps, but does it save? Does it? Christ, Michael Horse! What was that, Michael Horse? You just dropped from a helicopter. You know, if I ever need you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Alright, let's not get distracted by petty theft then. But this looks... am I supposed to go through that nest of very hard doors, one after another, to find the Necronomicon? Or is that cheating, asking chat to tell me that?
Ow!
I can check my loads.
What are you doing? There's people walking here.
Relax, everybody. Everybody is really annoying. Everyone's really annoying in Sasau. I don't like this town. I don't like monks. That's Impressionable Henry's takeaway. God, I'm angry. Everybody's made me really angry. You guys suck in Sasau, yeah? You hear me? You hear me? You?
Yeah.
God, there's these monks always singing in the background in Sasau. They're like monks following you everywhere.
Yeah.
Total buzzkill. Good thing you didn't overreact. Yeah, I didn't overreact. Yeah, it's not a party town, everyone. Sasau is not a party town. They don't want you having fun in Sasau. We got some dried volatus. Feel like they left us with the books, right? They've left us with the books, but they're mainly copies. The Legend and Flea and Walk Remedy. Okay, let's go and have another look around the monastery. But I'm beginning to freak out, guys. I don't know if feminism is worth hanging around all these monks for. Yeah, it's a lame town. Not a party town. Like Falaraki, you know. Falaraki used to have a reputation of being a proper party town in Greece, but same thing. Grandma laws everywhere. Town shuts down at 10 o'clock now. It's crazy. So I must have been going the right way then. That's the way to get in. Steal it during the night. I like day crime though. And clearly I need to know where it is first anyway. I was kind of wandering around. That's just a guard room. Can I get in there?
Could do with a bite to eat.
I know. There you go. Here's a bite. Have one bite to eat. What's that? Does that music come on when the Necronomicon is near? That guy's just staring at me. Is he a Cthulhu cultist? That's sneaking me. I'm not sneaking, am I? I am now. Can't believe I just did that. They're not going to keep the Necronomicon down here, are they? They're not going to keep it in an easy chest. This is a pointless risk. Should shut that door. I haven't got a save. We haven't confirmed I have a save yet either. Wait, they've got a... Everyone is in the place where I need to be? Okay, this is the kitchen. I do not need this. Okay. Okay, well, then I can't get through this way, can I? Is that... Was I in the library right there? I'll just hide in here until night then.
Get out of the monastery, or you'll pay the price.
Okay, you see me. So the library is through there, I guess, somewhere. On through there or to the left? Logan, please get out. I got evil going. Sam Sanity, hey. I've got half an hour. Straight and then right. Straight through there and right. They wake up at 5 and 10 priests walk straight in. That is scary.
For God's sake! There! Over there!
What?
Do something. My God! Over there!
That's Jim. Wait, Jim might serve as a distraction here.
Surrender.
Oh,
you committed a crime and I'm arresting. You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. It's jail for you. And
My God, this is Dan Brown. I'm getting jailed continuously. Alright, that's it. I think we've reached the limits of Hotdog Henry's power for today.
I hope you rot there.
Another day in jail, but I think that's it. That's the armour clear, surely. That wild Jim ran through, and I was going to follow that wild Jim and his impressive distraction there, but yeah, he tricked me into another jail time. Bastard. Can't trust wild Jims.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
God damn it. Alright, we might have to main quest it. This feels like it's too hard. Top 10 Bohemian betrayals, yeah. Yeah, that's what it felt like. That one stung. That one stung. Alright, maybe it's time to go back. Okay, maybe I've got 15 more minutes. I can have one crack at it. But they're gonna yeah, unless I... What about if I'm dressed like a monk? Yeah, it might be Dadzig time. Alright. I think we can Metal Dog Henry it. Alright, don't anyone jinx my ride on the way back by saying I'm good at directions, by the way. What? That's Kurt again? No, okay, I've got to get out of here, guys. Everyone hates me.
Yeah.
I'm a menace to the monks. I'm a menace to the monks.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my important learning points from that is that I'm no longer afraid of trees, and I think that the monks are probably quite worse. If it was monks versus trees, or what was the story? It was a Puritan bishop who thought everything was corrupt. The Christian morality was decadent everywhere, and he then he went to join the monks, and he thought even the monks were corrupt, which I agree with. They're bastards, right? And then he claimed the trees were going to drink his blood, and then he died, and the trees did drink his blood. Is that right? Well, maybe that's a good thing then. That's a good thing, because Henry's a kind of pastoral person. I'm not afraid of trees.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no trees. But these were the guys that wanted me to help with the interrogation, right? But we haven't looked around this house. Though I imagine they must be quite tough if they're living here on their own. Nettles don't fear the trees.
Well, I never. What do you want here?
I want you to come outside. Are you on your own? I'm really hungry. Yeah, okay. Let's let him wander off. Start doing his business. Oh wait, when we were asking him about work for Fritz. You only work for Fritz.
So, have you found the vagrant?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
All right, but hurry. I'd like to get that heathen off my hands.
Okay, so that won't let me talk to him without doing that. Okay. Fine. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. I mean, technically we could let him go. Talk to the Cumin, okay. Oh man, these guys. They said the Cumin was locked up in the barn, right? In the shed, okay. I said I wouldn't rob food. I don't think he saw anything.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Okay, so I guess we can go and see this guy in the shed. Or the outhouse. Here. With our remaining time. No. No, stealing from the pot doesn't count as stealing food. That's sharing. That's like a collective act of sharing. It is the sausage-like, isn't it? I bet this is going to be me. Yeah, is it?
I've come to ask about that Oscar White. Interesting.
Wait, are you going to let me in then, or do I have to break in? Do I have to break in? Yeah, so very interesting. So they won't let me in, so I can't see him anyway. Okay, let's leave it. This is the violence inherent in the system. Yeah, I know, I bring it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get sidetracked then. Let's pick this nettle, we'll go back, we'll put on the full Nettle Dog Henry outfit and we will leave it, I think. So that's a good place.
Yeah!
Not a nice experience in Sasau. Not a nice ride to Sasau. I thought this day would be full of disturbances. It was. Horrible thoughts were put in Henry's head. Yesterday's stream was quite bawdy. That was a cumin.
Yeah.
Bawdy, and I'm gonna have to concentrate.
Yeah.
Okay. And kind of silly, but today's just been like, yeah, Lovecraft. What the hell? Why is Lovecraft in there? Why did his eyes go suddenly dead? Why did Nettle Dog Henry's eyes just go dead and cold like that? Maybe he smothered too many people. That's Doctor Sleep has taken over now. I don't know, but he didn't do that much today. He's not. He's kind of like he's winding that down. Right, there's nothing I can really do here. Yeah, I'm gonna ride back, guys.
Yeah.
That's it. Ooh, archery.
Good health to you.
I noticed the targets. Are you an archer by any chance?
I notice you're asking questions. Are you the Inquisition by any chance?
No, I'm Henry, of Scalets.
From Scalets? I'm Vatek, from here. Why are you so curious?
This is a very strange interaction between these people. I am interested in
It's
archery,
just that
though.
I sometimes try my hand at archery too.
Try your hand, do you? I know plenty who do. When you
I've been to
tiny
Sazava, of
then
course,
that might
yeah.
be
Where else have I
I've
been?
got no idea what you're talking about.
I didn't go to
Never
Ratai.
played chumps. And you call yourself an
Because
archer?
I was busy
All
at
right, listen up. Chumps is a game for real archers. It tests your strength,
Rock for
stamina,
people,
and
isn't it?
accuracy. And it can be a nice little earner. Unless you're, well, a chump.
So what exactly is it?
I'll tell you. A bunch of logs are floated down the river. Then you count to 20, and the archer...
Oh,
runs
this
along
sounds
the
silly.
banks
I don't have
with
my
the
van
logs.
braces
At the
either.
end of the course, someone collects all the logs and counts the strikes. Whoever has the most, always meaning me,
This is Dan.
wins the bout. Each archer has 20 arrows with their own coloured fletching, and the contest ends when the last log floats...
It's quite a
into
nice
the-
accent here.
Sounds like good fun.
Fun? My friend, it will bring you out in a proper sweat, and you'll be well pleased to hit just 1 or 2 blocks. So how about it then? Fancy a bout? You'll need your own bow, but I'll supply the arrows with coloured fletching.
It sounds fun, but yeah, some other
Sounds
time. I
interesting.
don't have my van
Maybe some
braces. I
other
left
time.
them in the thing.
Well, if you ever want to gamble away pots of money, just ask.
Yeah, I'd like to go play chumps. Yeah, I will come back to play chumps. That's a good find because I do like archery. But now I'm a bit. I'm still quite pissed off with that experience in Sasau. I'll be honest, it's not a nice town. I kind of want to rob that place now. I want to do a hit on Sasau. I think.
Yeah.
I'm angry. I'm angry with those monks. 2 days of my life away. I'd hate to think that somewhere in the future, they take a lot more of my life away. I beat Hans Capon, to be fair. No, I got quite good at archery in last game. I'm not afraid of hardcore archery. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. We'll get used to it. Monks are fine. I think he is monk-hating Henry now, yeah. I don't think he likes monks. That doesn't mean he's not Christian. It just means he doesn't like monks. You know, you can have a bad experience with a monk, not like monks. Have a good experience with Jesus. Love Jesus, you know. It's not an all or one thing. You've got to separate the institution from the guy. I don't know if he's going to go monk killing, but I do not like monks. Anyway, surely my stuff is no longer cooked. Dead bread. There's some dead bread there. That bread is totally dead. It's just mold. And we're going to take the fashionable green hat because that was part of the sausage suit that he saw in Ujit, if memory serves me. No, I saved some of these bows for later, didn't I? Yeah, no, that's okay. And then there's the horse. Alright, so exit. Get stuff on the horse. Still got 136 nettles there, that's great.
Hey, lad!
He's gonna
Want a little wager on the rat-aid tourney?
Sorry, he's gonna accidentally discover penicillin, yeah, sure. Do I have rituals that let me work with emotions in roles? I wouldn't say rituals. That's probably... Why can't I walk up there? That's probably a stretch. Okay, I'll wait for you. God, he's so heavy you can't walk upstairs. I have all sorts of techniques that you learn to be better at acting, yeah. But I wouldn't call them rituals necessarily. I'm working on some roles for castings that I got, but yeah, sorry, it's bad at the moment. It'll clear up though, don't worry. I'm also allergic to cats, as you know. Do you have any work for Fritz? You're a miller.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I don't need any carpenters.
Okay.
I've got some goods here whose owners...
I use quite a lot of arto and like physical theatre techniques that I blended with other things. So it's kind of a Euro-British kind of approach, but I'm very influenced by European theatre theorists. And I think a lot of time, you know, actors they forget they've got to act with their body, especially when they're doing voiceovers. And then you hear someone and you know, yeah, that sounds like a voiceover because they're just concentrating on their voice. They're not concentrating on what their body's doing as well. So you get sometimes attention with breaks in all RPGs. You'll see it where you got kind of an action cutscene and then it breaks to a dialogue and there's like a drop of tension. So you've got to use some kind of physical theatre in the. I've read books without stars, right? Yeah, this is gone. Okay. That I don't know if we were keeping that. You got to watch that anyway. You got to watch that. So, however you keep that tension from the cutscene, into the next scene is quite important for any actor to do. That's the job. Okay, the Nuremberg Crass is still hot, and that's still hot. Okay, damn it. But the combat Dupont is okay. No. No, we've still got longer to wait. How long do we have to wait for these things? Fashionable Hat is clear. Fashionable Hat is clear. I've got a new book. I'm tempted to sell that cuirass because I don't think I'm going to use it. That can go. You can nearly kind of wear all this. That can go. The decorated riding boots are okay now, though. Okay, let's sell that. That is what the scribe in Sasau was, sorry, in Ujits was wearing, right? Okay, crash out. See you later, Mary. Thank you. But actors forget to do that. They do. It's not, you know. Directors, you know. It's a task for directors, really. Their armour, the Nuremberg cuirass, yeah. Not bold with the hat. Music, I listen to trip hop mainly, and kind of like late 90s, early noughties kind of trip hop. It's probably my favourite music.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Okay. Well, there's still time to wait. Let's put on what we've got. No, that wasn't going to stay. But they've got to go back in. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's going... Yeah, maybe that's what's going up to the... And we'll keep that. And we will put the rest back. Alright, can you get another time check, gang? Because I have to get ready. Oh, there's books to read. Maybe I'll go and read the books. No, I want that. No, and I want them as well, maybe, yeah. Keep them on me at all times. Okay, I've got 2 books to read. I'm going to go and eat with him now, and then we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I don't know, World of Darkness. I just saw that World of Darkness has set up a studio in Eastern Europe somewhere. Maybe it's Poland, I'm not sure. But that would be great. That would be great, yeah. That's the kind of stuff that I'd love to star in. And I really hope they're ambitious with that. Because I love the vampire stuff, don't get me wrong. But I like all their other weird little mini kind of spin-off. For the ones that are less popular, I mean, games like Mage, Wraith. I hope they do this kind of stuff. Oh, there's Hans again, presaging the future. Yeah, you can look. It's on Twitter now. It came up in my feed, so I And they're hiring, but they're not hiring actors at the moment. They're hiring the people who actually build these things.
What else you, sir?
Yeah, World of Darkness is probably the best RPG outside of Lords of Misrule.
May the Lord watch over you.
Wait, so we're going to haggle and we tip him, right?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
So I'm going to pay you more.
Here. And something for your trouble.
Thanks 1,000 times.
I'm glad you had fun. Sorry it's a bit slow today, guys. As I said, I was finishing this last bit of grind. But things happened, definitely. Some things happened. This guy. Okay, alright, well, let's have a little read and he can look at us again while we're reading. Oh, let's have a drink first. And eat. We just bought some food, didn't we? Yes. Cheese. And then we will read. Alright, scabies. Okay. This is the next thought that's been put in Henry's head by the evils of printed literature. Okay, so you got to wash yourself at least once a fortnight if you want to avoid ticks. Water and sun drive away all ailments of the skin. Well, yeah, what water though? Like bathing in the Ganges at certain places is not advisable. Yeah, okay. Thanks. So, steer clear of vagrants and beggars. This kind of thing might affect a neutral evil Henry, though. That's fair. Alright, and then... This is a myth, I assume. Maybe this is the news?
I'd like something to eat.
Yeah, there he is. Killed his friend with one blow. Okay. Oh, here you go. This is because I'm sitting with Hans. Brave Raymond rushed to save his friend. This sounds very Hansy. And tried to kill the enraged beast. Probably a Yao cave. Probably accidentally discovered a Yao cave. But his blow glanced off its back, and instead of taking down the creature, killed his friend. Okay. Fled deep into the forest. Grieved over the death of his friend, little knowing he'd acted according to an ancient prophecy. Through an evil heart, thirsty, he knelt down by a pool in the woods. Interesting. To take a drink and rest a while. Whereupon he saw a most beautiful maiden sitting by the pool. Catherine? This was all pond-related love triangle, isn't it? And what a knight was seeking to deep in the woods, and why he was so sad. So Raymond fell in love with the girl and told her the whole story. Then right away he asked her for her hand in marriage, and the maiden, who was called Melusine, accepted his offer, but she warned the husband must never enter her chamber on a Saturday and must leave her alone all day. Okay. Okay, so she brought him good fortune, he defeated all the rivals, put to rights all wrongs, got back. It's quite a heteronormative text, I think, thereby exalting his own good name and that of his line. Raymond served his liege so bravely that the Lord asked him what he would like to have for his services. Having freehold as much land as would fit within the skin of one stag. Oh, right, okay. And then she made it even longer by a magic spell. And made a spring riser. Wow, Melusine is... So basically he dated a witch. That's what I'm reading. He started dating a witch and things went well for him. Right? Is there any other... She created... with magic, by the looks of this, she created a spring, a magic string that could increase the land he got, ensures a good harvest every year, and erected the great castle. So this is again some sausage literature, which is like pro Sapphic witches, no? Well, not Sapphic necessarily, heteronormative witches. Heterosexual witches. Yeah, but she's not Sapphic if she's married Raymond. Oh, she's Bohemia. Okay, yeah, okay. So she's Bohemia. There you go. There's the answer. Sorry, guys. So she's bisexual. But I think that advice is pretty clear. Personally, I'll take that away. I'll take that to the cleaners.
Had enough trouble without that.
Maybe there's some free food in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's a really stupid question because everyone is bi in Bohemia. That's pretty much that's canon now for Bohemia.
Damn!
Alright, I think we're going to leave it. There. I don't think there's much else to do. I don't want to kind of like start the Radzig thing now. I'll start that when I get back from England.
Yeah.
Hungary. Okay, now you're reaching. Yeah, Bohemia is a great place to live in. It really is. It's just difficult to get out of, right? That's what you should all understand before making your plans to move to the Czech Republic. Because if you're an EU citizen, you can live wherever you like, right? Bear that in mind. But unfortunately, I'm not, right, because of Brexit. But you should take advantage of your incredible European citizenship and go and live in other countries. But if you do move to Prague, you'll never leave. So bear that in mind. You should probably check other places out before coming here. Alright, and we're going to leave it there for today, I believe, if people are right for the time. So, wonderful stream, many blessings, and I will see you in, I don't know, 11-ish days or something. So enjoy the break, and I'll be chatting on X in the intervening time. Goodbye. Bye bye. Have fun. You gotta have fun, huh?